Yo, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here. Welcome back to the Zombies Live commentary. Last time we looked at the remake of Nocturne Toten, which I personally felt was a little bit less nice. Now we're on to Verruckt, which I really did not like the original iteration of. I'm curious if they managed to fix any of the problems I had with it from its launch, which was mainly difficulty and I guess claustrophobia, for lack of better words. We got some funky little load screen with nothing really seemingly that important here. Right? It shows you that there's perk machines, it shows you that there's zombies, and that there's power and traps, which is, I mean, these are on the map. It shows you where they are. It's actually a pretty cool load screen if you weren't informed about all this stuff and had some kind of insight into zombies already. And with that out of the way, I'm in. What do we got? We got the Sam, we got the car, we got our. Okay, I don't think that was named that originally. It pulls the date in the bottom left. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this map looks mainly the same, just kind of HDified. The outsides look a lot nicer in a good way. Right, on the last map on Nocturne Toten, it felt like worse outside the map. This time it looks cooler, it looks more clean. You can see like burning trees and stuff, which is pretty cool. We got the Hitler Youth Knife, apparently. I just didn't know about that. I wish we could see subtitles so I could catch weird shit like that the guys are saying. But on the whole, I mean, this already looks identical. I guess the real question is, do the zombies go fucking psychopathic on round 5 or whatever? That's really all I'm here to do and all I'm here to see. So I'm gonna see how far I can do that. Not having a super buggy knife is definitely an upside. So far this just seems like a straight upgrade of the original, which is slightly nicer visuals and an overall just kind of nicer experience, but same problems here, right? This staircase is one person wide, and it brings you to a hallway that is basically 1 or 2 people wide. Got this funky little thing here. I'm assuming these walls still break open all the same whenever the zombies attack from there. We got our MP40, the all-time classic, the go-to weapon on so many different maps. The power room looks largely the same, but just a little bit nicer than before. We have random bits of sound effects that actually make sense, right? I rub up against the fence, and I hear a fence noise. I don't just hear a fence noise from 30 miles away for no random reason. I mean, that's just stuff that they're bound to fix over time. We got our custom little grenades tied to this map specifically. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a nicer version of what Verruckt was, I feel. I feel like this is just better. Just from the raw mechanical differences between World at War and this map, not this map, and this game. Okay, that's kind of weird. The way I can see the trees are like outlined in white. I don't know if you guys can see that, or if I'm just like seeing things. They're not there, but here, I'm assuming that's a visual bug with the particular settings I have on, because why are those trees outlined in white? That is really weird. Kind of almost off-putting, I guess. Yeah, this wall does break open. I fucking knew it. Okay. Oh, we do have the crouch under the perk machine to get money thing on this map. I guess I haven't really tried on any of these, and you don't get it from Chug. You do get it from Speed Cola. I guess that's just how things are. But yeah, this is like a, you know, it's a crazy scientific facility, so it makes some level of sense for the zombies' eyes to be glowing and shit. Right? This is at the point where we have power, we have perk machines, we have things like that. So seeing glowing eyes in zombies makes a lot more sense. Doesn't ruin the atmosphere as much as I feel like it really did on the remake of... I'm just staring at this shit now, bro. This is so weird. But it didn't ruin it as much as it did for me when I went to play Nocturne Toten. Let's grab our MP40. It sounds like they're screaming and aggravating already, like they did originally. And I just want to see, yeah, they're moving at quicker speeds. Are they moving at hyper speed? No, they're not. This is a quicker, faster speed, but a reasonable one that you have some time to react to. That's how it should be. They fixed the problem of overtly almost like arcade level difficulty, but they keep the screaming, you know, faster moving zombies of the rocks that they're kind of known for. I mean, that's just cool. I think they did this map justice. I think it went from, I think I originally gave this a 2 out of 5 just for being super claustrophobic and all that. It still is very much claustrophobic. There's still very much a problem I have with it. But outside of that, the rest of the map, it's just this is the version applied, right? Between this and World at War, this version is clearly better, and it's not even close. Oh, dude, you can even, the electricity is also not overbearingly loud. The shower's just on. You can get a nice little water effect if you walk under it. I guess that's kind of neat, somewhat. Yeah, you got more time to react. Things are more reasonable when they're not screaming. They're just walking around. They're moving at speeds that make sense. They're doing funky little animations still from the looks of things. These trees are the only thing tripping me up, but I'm assuming I'm giving benefit of the doubt. This is some type of visual bug with one random, if I go my graphics settings or whatever, something in here is causing that problem. I don't know what it is, but yeah, those things are weird, but it's whatever. I don't think the average person would really look there unless they're specifically looking to review things and look for differences, which is what I'm doing right now. So on the whole, I mean, I think they just did pretty faithful recreation and just made everything nicer. Right, this is just a straight upgrade in every single way. The difficulty is more reasonable or fair, while still being very I mean, they moved so fast on round 4 already. You have no real time to get going on anything, but you still have more time to kind of, I don't know, get ready for that, and more time to play around it. You have, like, a reasonable amount of time to react to stuff, whereas the original really did not give me that same feeling. And yeah, I mean, that's Verruckt. I think this takes it from a 2 out of 5 to me to a 3 out of 5. It's still a pretty small, tight map. The gimmick of loud, aggressive zombies is one that I just don't like, to be honest. It's just not a fun gimmick for me personally. I accidentally touched the touchpad on my laptop there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Might as well go, open the box. Let's turn on the power. What do we turn on the power? And just show you that that's all working. We still got the shitty box weapons. I guess a Black Ops 1 said a little bit worked. I don't think this one a little bit worked. But yeah, there's the power going on. We get that crazy little left. The power's now on. And I think that means that this area is open here. Right? Yeah. Now we can buy this door for $750 and go check out the other half of the map, which I won't do. I'm assuming this music will also end in a second. It's just like a power being turned on type thing. We still have the room with the overly expensive wall by over there. I mean, the atmosphere everywhere. You still have some, like, when I walked up to here, you can hear someone, like, crying, and things like that. They still have all the atmospheric elements of the original, just not with the poor audio balancing, poor game balancing, things like that. The game engine just runs nicer, looks better, and just is better for this map. So whatever I gave the original, whether that be 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, this is a better version of that, and still probably a 3 out of 5 at the end of the day. And yeah, that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything cool else that was changed or different, whatever, that I missed from the original. And with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.